Okay, number 5. Successful leaders do action planning. And I think the biggest distinction I've seen here is the folks that are most successful, the most successful leaders, spend time to think. They actually schedule time to think. Schedule time to think about a decision that needs to be made. Right? Schedule time to think and plan, knowing that if they slow down and plan and think strategically, they're going to get to their destination more quickly. They're outcome focused. They know their objective. Not only do they know that vision, but they know the outcome of where they're going, which gives them a lot of clarity and focus of where they're going. So they can focus their efforts. They can execute on this. Many of you have heard the 80-20 rule. It's been used in lots of ways. 20% of your clients give you 80% of the business, for example. This is 20% of your actions give you 80% of your results. 20% of your actions give you 80% of your results. A lot of times we look at our to-do list and we think like everything's equal and I got to get everything done. This is where the rules come in too. What do you think someone's life is like when their rule is, I got to complete my to-do list? Yeah. They're probably not happy very often. They're probably pretty stressed. If they think the game is about completing their to-do list, they're going to be, and that's their rules. That's affecting their emotional state, which is affecting their fulfillment in their life, right? All this we're responsible for, right? What I found is people that are the most successful get really good, I like to call this prioritize and calendarize. They get really good at prioritizing the most important things and then getting the most important things into their calendar. And there's plenty of tools out there. Franklin Covey has his ABC method that you can follow on setting priorities and scheduling it. My belief is there isn't the one right way. The right way is the way that you're going to execute and follow through. And that's what I work with a lot of my clients on, is not trying to do it, this is the only way to do it. Take the principles that you know work and then make it your own so you're going to execute on it. And that's the best way for planning, for example. These are the principles, though. There's time to plan, right? Time to think. There's some type of prioritization or focusing on what am I really after. Not all to-dos are created equal. They also know that action creates momentum. You ever find that? You're stuck in some place, but you just take some action, and then it leads to another one, and at least you can build off that and get some more momentum, right? Or quadrant 2. How many of you are familiar with Stephen Covey, right? 7 Habits, Highly Effective People. He talks about the different quadrants of things that are important and not important and things that are urgent and not urgent. And quadrant 2 are the things that are important, but they're not urgent, right? A lot of our time can be spent on reactive mode because we're in the urgency mode all the time. And the reality is in your business, that's the nature. You're going to have to deal with some reactionary mode. But if you spend all your time there, you're not getting to your destination more quickly. Any comments on action planning? Yeah?
I was going to say, to think is to create.
To think is to create. And that, yeah, if you've heard that, I mean, everything starts with a thought, right? That's where a vision, new product, new service, everything starts in our mind first. Once we think, then something can be created. This building wasn't here until there was visualized first, then they came up with a plan, and then they got into actions. So, great point. Any other comments?